what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another Zenless Zone Zero reaction. Today we have the Vesper boss theme with electric guitar, which I guess is a qualifier they had to add to the title. And also, I was given a link to this one, so I wasn't, quote, lost when I was trying to get to it, because as I learned through a recent Wuthering Waves video, I shouldn't be using anyone else other than Finding Purposes videos, apparently, so I'll stick to those. But thank you for the link nonetheless, and of course thank you to 60s to 80s too for being the one to request this and having so many people like it and get it up there. So I guess without further ado, let's go! I like where this is going already. The visuals are getting me invested in the style. I've always loved their animations, but... a classic. Okay. We're going like just straight up Clubhouse so far. I mean, I'm just vibing right now. I have a feeling it's going to evolve into something else, just because that tends to be a consistent thing for them. Okay, it's speeding up a little bit. Oh! There's the electric guitar. Okay. I see why they included that, though. The fact that it blends with the music and the in-game. This is actually fairly subdued so far. I'm saying that too early. I know I am. I mean, I'm not entirely expecting it to go off the rails, but I know they love to do that. We're just kind of vibing here with this. This is also really fun. That is really fun. Yeah, that's really fucking cool. Now I get it. I definitely get it. Okay, we get a break. See, there's like an evolution. That's what I was kind of waiting for in general. I was like, there's gonna be something. It's their usual great sound design and their layer building of every instrument. Ooh, bass solo. Hell yeah. Oh, oh, oh. Chromatic step up. Breakdown. There it is. Called it. Really just vibing to this one more than anything. But this will give me the excuse to talk about some EDM sound design and chord progression stuff. So that's always fun. Ooh. Ah. There it is. That was super fun. I really do like that guitar part just being blended in as well. All right, so this song does a myriad of fun little things, but the core of this song is just kind of sitting on the G minor. That was it. That's just, the entire song is just on this. Maybe 3 or 4 times through the entire song does this move anywhere else, and it's usually to that B flat, and occasionally it would go down to the E flat, and the E flat is why I was loving on this song so much, especially at that part with the guitars, because that's what makes it so intriguing. The entire part leading up to that is just sitting there on that G minor, like I mentioned, right? Like, and then it suddenly shifts down to that. The second that that guitar starts to do like these strums that are hitting you and it's building on itself, that's the core of that. It starts there, but on a E flat 7th. So we're sitting here on an E flat major 7th with this one, and then it kind of chromatically just goes with every single iteration of the hit. So the core chord is right here, that E flat major 7th. And then from there, every single major hit, and I'm going to probably mess this up because it's hard to do this. There's a lot of finger movement going on for me, but and then it kind of settles back in on that final one. I love that. There could also be a little bit of a movement back up to the G minor there, but I'm pretty sure the entire chord builds on that. And I just love that little chromatic build up the key there, just because it's doing the scale, you know? It's not really too complex, but every single hit, you're adding just a little bit more energy and kind of shifting things around with how it feels into the point of kind of ending back on this kind of whole octave here, because that's the lowest note of the E flat, and you're doing the same thing up there. So it just really settles back in right before it gets into the song again. And again, the rest of the song, you're just sitting here on this. It's just all the G minor, 100% of it, once in a while going up to the B flat. Whoop-de-fucking-do, but it's all G minor, the entire track. And that's what I was kind of referring to when I was talking about the EDM feeling of chord progression, because a lot of house and progressive stuff just sits on the same fucking chord for an hour and a half, and you're just like, okay, why am I still here? Why am I kind of vibing with this? Nobody knows, you know? It's just the progression of needing to move and only using that sparingly when you actually need to move the song along. Most of the song sitting on the G minor, but there are a few instances of it going down to like the F and then going back up, and that's a progression that is super fucking popular. These two are in every fucking EDM song you could think of. It's kind of just part of the basic energy for that. If you were to take those chords and turn them into a progression, you can already feel that EDM energy in there, and you can even maybe throw in, you got a little bit of a build there, you know, throwing in that E flat. So there is a lot of just EDM juice in this. The DNA is entirely house and club, and that's what makes it feel so good with everything else around it. The guitar coming in just to kind of break that up a little bit and to add a little bit of variety to the overall monotony, because that is basically all that's going on. I think maybe once in a while it might go up to a G like standard and just kind of goes between these, but they're not in the same key. Having this G in here wouldn't really make sense, and you can probably hear just from playing those side by side, it doesn't really feel good, but in the like mess that is EDM, you really can't tell either. There are so many synths and sounds and things overlapping that it can be done. It's just bold to do so. But that's kind of the core of this song, and really not much else to discuss on top of that. I think that this boss theme, as far as just the visuals I was seeing, was a blast, because I love it when they tie in music to the actual fight and they like time it to the song. That is such an underused mechanic in my opinion. It's used, definitely, don't get me wrong, but at the same time, it just feels like so many more people and games could do so, and they choose not to for whatever reason. Probably because it's hard to develop, I'm not sure. I'm not a game dev, but it feels like something that needs to be done more and just isn't for whatever reason. But I do think that's about all I gotta say on this one, given what it was, and like I said, there's really not too much going on with the sound design in here and the overall progression being like basically one note. So I'll stop my app in here, and thank you all so very much for watching. If you enjoyed this video and you want me to get to something else from Zenless Zone Zero, by all means, drop in the comments below and I will do my best as always to get to those. Or if you don't want to do any of that, maybe just want to follow me and support me for more stuff coming in the future, you know how to do all that, and I'll see all of you in the next video. Goodbye!